going on, YouTubers, gamers and hobbyists? Welcome to P&Q, the question and answer series where you get to ask me questions or put comments to me and then I respond the following week. You can do this one of three ways. You put your comments and questions down below in the comment section, or you can email me directly at miniwarzone@gmail.com. I'll put a link in the video description below. Or if you make a video yourself on YouTube, or you can ask a question on there, I'll pick that up. If I pick it up, I will then put it in here and I'll answer it here. Okay? Okay, I think that's all the basics. I've got my coffee. It's actually quite late for me doing this. I've had a good day today. It's been good. My wife had the day off and we spent the day together. We went into our city centre. I got myself a couple of wargaming magazines, because you know, you got it, right? Well, which is something in there I want to look at and go into in more detail at some point. My green screen kit arrived today, so hopefully I'll be able to tinker with that at some point. I've brought it out here now and set it up, see what it's like, do some test videos, that kind of thing. My resin ammunition thing arrived today. It's just a little model. I've scrubbed it up. I've got most of the shiny areas off, but there's a couple left, so I'm going to have to go back in and sort them out. Resin, eh? But it'll do the job. Anyways, on with the questions. Do I have any emails? Nope. I've got two questions. Well, one that was just left in a video, another one was just left in a video, but they also asked me directly anyway. So I'll do those first, because, and then I'll go on to the questions left from last week. Yes, it's a little later for me doing this today. So it's 5:30 now, so it's getting dark outside. Well, it is dark outside now. You can just look through the door there. So normally I do these in the day on Friday. It's still Friday, but I'm doing it later on Friday. Not that that makes any difference whatsoever. There you go. Anyway, let's get on with it. And just the question of the week from Chat Brew Big Back Dog, the Laddie Show. So the question comes from that. It's from Spider666. This question of the week is, what do you think your spirit animal is? Well, mine is a wolf too, but mine is a black wolf. My spirit animal is a black wolf. It's always been a black wolf. But I love wolves anyway. I've always liked them, and yeah, that's why I got Taz, my old dog. He was black dog, black stuff. He didn't look much like a wolf, but he's kind of like my spirit guardian, as it were. And I just think of a black wolf whenever I need guidance. But anyway, so that's that. So black wolf. Now the next one comes from Frost and Fist, but he also asked me on the questions below. And of course, the air conditioning kicks in. I'm going to turn that off. Bear with me. Back again. Of course that would kick in. Of course. Right, let's get myself sorted out here. So we did Black Wolf. Anyway, Frost and Fists. Yeah, his comment to me said, great episode, my brother. I loved the question you filled in for me. The name of the new Star Wars movie sounds great. Incidentally, do you think they're doing the names of the new films now to kind of roll on with each other? Because we had The Force Awakens, and then the new film's going to be called The Last Jedi, so The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi. Do you think that's purposely done? I think so. Anyway, it says, for next week, I recently found myself pulling an all-nighter for the hobby. Yes, I saw that. So that I could get the bikes done. What's the longest hobby session you've ever done? And then he also says, what is the last all-nighter you've pulled? Keep it clean, my friend. I know you rock star types. Yes, so his question of the week kind of thing was, what is the longest hobby session that you've ever had? Bonus question, what was the last all-nighter you've pulled? Well, so we'll do that one. The longest hobby session I've ever had would have been about 30 years ago. That's a long time ago, isn't it? I know it is because it was a Dungeons and Dragons role-playing session that my group and I did for charity. It was a 24-hour Dungeons and Dragons session, but we went on for about 27 or 28, we went quite a few hours after the fact anyway. We did the thing, we raised money for charity, and yeah, 'cause I remember we were still at school, but it was obviously the weekend, and then we just did this all-nighter through the night, and the next day, like, we were all like, oh, get out of these clothes and get showered and stuff. But yeah, we had great fun, and I remember it. Our little group, there was only 4 of us doing it, all school friends at the same school. The dungeon master, he was called Mark. He was a brilliant dungeon master. He was great, and his mum was a perfect host for us, like supplying us with buns and cups of tea and toast and all that kind of thing to keep us going. And I can't remember how we got onto it because there was no such thing as internet in those days. It must have been from a magazine or some local media thing. But anyway, we did this, and yeah, it was great fun. And what's the last all-nighter that you've pulled? Last all-nighter I've pulled? Last all-nighter. Could have been in the band. I know we had some sessions, like we started off, we played a gig in Plymouth one night, then we had to drive up to Bristol, do one there, and we went straight on from there to Wales, did one there, came back out, and that was kind of, we didn't get any sleep. I don't think that was last all-nighter. I think it might have been on the album. So going into the studio, recording for hours, and then like sitting in with the mixer, the guy that mixes the sound together, and trying to get that right, like taking notes and helping each other. I'm just going to adjust the curtain a minute. I know you can't see it, but it's bugging me. There we go, that's better. Yeah, so that could have been it. I'm trying to think, was there any other all-nighters I've pulled? I think I tried decorating my bedroom once. That took me all night. Started with a strip of wallpaper, put a filler on in all the holes, sanded down the wood. By the time that was done, the filler was dry. Coated that, started putting the paper up and painted it. But by the time the room was fully papered, the first lot was dry enough to start painting. So I'm going to say it was that. I think it was decorating my bedroom in my old house, our main bedroom, and that would have been about 18 years ago, I suppose. About 18 years ago, maybe 20. That was one of the first rooms we decorated. I think it was about, say, 20 years ago. That was the last all-nighter we pulled I've ever done. So yeah, but the last hobby one for sure was all that time ago, about 30 years ago, playing a game of Dungeons and Dragons, 24-hour game for charity. Like I say, we went past that because you know what it's like. It just happens, right? Yeah. Thanks for that question. Very interesting to answer. Right, on to the rest of the comments from last week now. Cruon's Lasiligus says, nice PQ. What's your favourite game at the moment? Tabletop or board game? Congo. Congo, Congo, Congo. Congo, 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 Congo. That's Quando, isn't it? Quando. Yeah, Congo is my favourite game at the moment. I just can't get enough of it. I've played about, I don't know, 4 or 5 games of it now. Must be. It's just brilliant. It's a brilliant game. I love it. Love it to death. I love the figures. Making the scenery for it is just, I love doing that. It's time consuming though, because looking around, I mean, I got my huts done fairly quickly, and jungle bushes and things, but I'm just anxious to get all the factions done, but I don't want to rush them as such. Just looking at some of these now, these are, yeah, ready for the basing materials now. Yeah, I don't want to overly rush them. I got the shields done on those guys. That took quite a while. But yeah, I'm going to say Congo. Congo is my favourite game at the moment. Right, next is the Lone Ranger. Hey, he says, was just wondering, mate, if you were happy with how your channel had evolved over time. We've been subbed to each other basically since the beginning of both our channels, and you had success relatively early on, whilst I languished, and have just started to see a push since Christmas. You still have a lot of series you've had since you started, and my channel has moved far away from where I started, even though my early stuff still gets all the views every month. Do you feel you have got better, and your channel is in a much better place from the early days? 2 questions in one, I suppose, mate. Oh, thank you for your question, Carl. That's great. Do I feel I've got better? Yeah, definitely. In terms of, well, I think I've got better in terms of presenting and stuff. And certainly it may not show my editing skills, because whilst it may not be blatantly obvious, sometimes I try different things. I think I want to do this in a video, and then that means I've got to learn something new with the editing software. I think, cool, I know how to do that now. Do I think my channel is in a much better place from the early days? I don't know about that. It's obviously got more subscribers. I don't know if it's in a better place as such. That's a tricky one. No, I don't think it's in a better place. I just think now that I've got quite a few subscribers now, and I'm happy with it. See, you're finding a push in your channel now, subscriber-wise. I think you just got to play to your strengths, basically, on a YouTube channel. But you don't have to. I do my channel for me. It helps me. If it happens to help anybody else, and I can help them in any way, you know, painting wise, tutorials, if then that's just a bonus. But it helps me, makes me happy. I love making videos, and I don't get huge amounts of views on my channel, but I make up for that by putting out more videos. That's how it works for me. So my view rate is quite high, but only because I do a lot of videos. If I didn't make many videos, it wouldn't be very high at all, I don't think. It would take me ages to get anywhere. But yeah, I think I'm certainly happy with where it is. I wouldn't say it's any better, in any better place. You know, depends on what context you mean by that. Certainly, I've got more subscribers, so in that respect, yes, it's better. Yeah, and not meeting, but getting to know new people, that's always cool. I love that. That's part of the hobby I love. But I feel I've got better since I started. You know, I can look at early videos and go, ooh, you know, it's not very good. I think I've got better since then. At least I hope I have, anyway. So thanks for your question. That's a great question. Jamjar34 says, great one as always. Will you be doing some terrain for Gates of Antares and ACW? as your terrain for Congo is so cool. Seeing it in the background of this video, it was just wow, great talent there, my friend. Well, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Will I be doing some terrain for Gates of Mentality? Yeah, I will at some point. And ACW, because I'm, working on getting this painted better. That's for my 15mm ACW. That one just to kind of work on. Really. Yeah. So the answer to that question is yes, but I don't know when, because there's so much stuff I want to do. You know what that's like. Although I'm still doing Congo, I'm doing other stuff as well now, which slows down my process even more. But I need to have these different things on the go. I need to make a tutorial of something because that's what I want to do. And as the channel is for me, it's helping me. I've got no problem with that. I still keep my regular content going out, the regularity of it, the P&Q, the on the bench, because that's what I like to do as well. So yeah, thank you. I will be doing terrain for that at some point. Did the Frost and Fist one. Oh yeah. Idic Beer 40k. So this is the last question now. It says, good stuff, Pete. No plans to see the new 50 Shades of Grey then? Lol. I can't remember my last P&Q. What on earth? How on earth did that come up? Definitely not. I couldn't. I'd sooner stick a fork in my eye. I'd sooner stick a fork in my good eye than watch that. The book's anything to go by. I had a look at the book just to see what the fuss was all about, and it looked like it had been written by a 5-year-old. Awful writing. Now I'm reading something really cool by James Herbert, and I absolutely love his writing style. He is masterclass when it comes to literary genius, I think, in his particular niche. But no, I've got no plans to see 50 Shades of Grey. Oh, I think I'd sooner watch Sound of Music, and that's saying something for me because I can't bear that film. But anyway, that's all the questions I've had, so it's a bit of a quieter week, which happens sometimes. I'll take these questions back in. I'm going to go back into the house now because I'm going to go and have my tea. I will be back out later to explore some other things that I want to get done today. It's been a great day anyway, but thanks for watching. Don't forget, put your comments or questions down below, or email me, or put them in a video, and hopefully I can pick that up and get back to you on it. But until then, remember, all brushes lead to war, and I will see you on the next video. Bye for now, guys.